Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart: relationships. And more specifically, those super important conversations you need to have before you even think about saying I do. We're talking about those sometimes awkward, sometimes uncomfortable, but always necessary chats that can make or break your happily ever after. Talking about these things up front, even if it feels a little scary, is like building your relationship on a foundation of solid gold. So buckle up, grab your partner or your cat, no judgment here, and get ready for the 10 conversations that will lead you to a lifetime of love and happiness. Chapter 1. Show me the money. Financial expectations and management. Okay, let's be honest. Talking about money can be more awkward than tripping in front of your crush. But it's crucial. Are you a spender or a saver? Do you dream of owning a yacht one day? Or are you perfectly content with a cozy cabin in the woods? And what about those pesky little things called bills? Talking about your financial goals, habits, and even fears is like giving your relationship a financial checkup. It's about being on the same page and avoiding those, wait, you spent how much on what? Arguments down the road. Think about it this way. You wouldn't jump into a car without knowing if it had enough gas to get you to your destination, right? Well, your finances are the fuel that keeps your relationship running smoothly. So have that money talk. It's not always the most romantic conversation, but it's definitely one of the most important. Remember, communication is key. Now go forth and conquer those finances together. Chapter 2. Career Goals and Aspirations. All right, lovebirds, let's talk about your dreams. What are you passionate about? What gets you up in the morning with a fire in your belly? Whether it's climbing the corporate ladder, starting your own business, or becoming the world's greatest pastry chef, your career aspirations are a big part of who you are. And when you're in a relationship, it's important to support each other's ambitions. Maybe one of you dreams of traveling the world for work, while the other wants to settle down in a cozy cottage and write novels. The key is to talk about it openly and figure out how to make both of your dreams a reality. So, encourage each other, be each other's cheerleaders, and celebrate those career wins together. Because at the end of the day, success is so much sweeter when you have someone to share it with. Chapter 3. Pitter-patter of little feet, family planning and children. Okay, this one's a biggie, kids. Do you hear the pitter-patter of little feet in your future? Or are you more of a fur baby kind of couple? This is a conversation that deserves its own theme music, a comfy couch, and maybe even a plate of snacks because it's important. Talking about whether or not you want children, how many and when is like creating a blueprint for your future family. It's about understanding each other's desires, expectations, and maybe even those secret Pinterest boards filled with baby names. Maybe one of you has always dreamed of having a big family, while the other is perfectly content with a dog park full of furry friends. The important thing is to be honest with each other and figure out a compromise that works for both of you. Remember, starting a family is a huge decision, and it's one that should be made with love, understanding, and a whole lot of communication. Chapter 4. Religious Beliefs and Practices. All right, let's talk about something that's often very personal: religion and spirituality. This is about your beliefs, your values, and how you connect with something bigger than yourselves. Maybe you grew up in different religious traditions, or maybe one of you is deeply spiritual while the other is more agnostic. The beauty of love is that it can bridge even the widest of gaps. Talk about how your beliefs shape your values, your morals, and your outlook on life. Discuss how you envision incorporating your faith or spirituality into your relationship, your family, and your everyday lives. It's about creating a space where you can both be true to yourselves, both individually and as a couple. Chapter 5. Personal Values and Ethics. All right, time to get real, folks. Let's talk about those non-negotiables, those core values and ethics that make you, well, you. These are the guiding principles that shape your decisions, your actions, and how you move through the world. Think of it like this. Your values are your own personal moral compass, pointing you in the right direction. And when you're in a relationship, it's important that your compasses are generally pointing in the same direction. Do you believe in honesty above all else? Is kindness your love language? Are you passionate about social justice or environmentalism? These are the things that matter to you, and it's important to know if your partner shares those same values. Now, this doesn't mean you have to agree on absolutely everything, but when it comes to your core values, it's important to be on the same page. Trust me, your relationship will be stronger for it. Chapter 6. Who does the dishes? Household responsibilities. Okay, let's talk about something that can turn even the most loving couples into, well, let's just say roommates with benefits. Yes, I'm talking about household chores. I know, not the most romantic topic, but trust me, it's important. We all have our own ideas about what constitutes a clean house, and how those magical tasks like laundry, dishes, and taking out the trash actually get done. But here's the thing, it's not about being perfect. It's about finding a balance that works for both of you. Maybe one of you is a neat freak who loves the smell of freshly cleaned laundry, while the other is perfectly content living in organized chaos. The key is to communicate your needs and expectations, and most importantly, to be willing to compromise. So have that conversation about who does what and how often. Chapter 7, Past Relationships and Experiences. Alright, time to take a trip down memory lane. But don't worry, we're not digging up any exes. This is about those past relationships and experiences that have shaped who you are today. It's about learning from the past, growing together, and building a future that's even stronger because of it. Now I know what you're thinking. Ellen, why do we have to talk about the past? We're focused on the future. And you're right. But sometimes understanding where someone has been can help you understand where they're going. Talk about your past relationships, what you learned from them, and how they've shaped your views on love, commitment, and partnership. Share your experiences, both good and bad, and use them as opportunities to learn and grow together. By opening up to each other about your pasts, you're creating a deeper level of intimacy and trust. You're showing each other that you're not afraid to be vulnerable, to be seen, and to be loved for all that you are, past and present. Chapter 8. Sexual Expectations and Boundaries. Okay, let's talk about something that should be fun, exciting, and always respectful. Intimacy. And no, I'm not just talking about what happens in the bedroom, although that's important too. I'm talking about your overall sexual connection, your desires, your boundaries, and how you keep that spark alive, even after years of being together. Now, this can be a tricky conversation to have, especially if you're not used to talking openly about sex. By communicating your needs, desires, and boundaries, you're creating a safe and loving space for exploration and intimacy. Talk about what you enjoy, what you're curious about, and what you're absolutely not okay with. Remember, intimacy is an important part of a healthy and fulfilling relationship, so don't be afraid to talk about it. Chapter 9. Health and Medical History. Okay, this one might not be the most glamorous topic, but it's definitely important. We're talking about health and medical history. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ellen, this is supposed to be about love and happiness, not doctor's appointments. And you're right. But the reality is, our health plays a big role in our lives, and it's important to be open and honest with each other about any potential health concerns. Do you have any family history of certain illnesses? Are there any chronic conditions you're currently managing? Have you had any major surgeries or health scares in the past? Sharing this information with each other isn't about being a downer, it's about being prepared and supportive. It's about building a foundation of trust and understanding so you can face any health challenges together as a team. Chapter 10. Conflict Resolution Strategies. Okay, let's be real. Even the most loving couples disagree sometimes. It's inevitable. But here's the good news. Disagreements don't have to turn into epic, relationship-ending battles. The key is to have healthy conflict resolution strategies in place. Think of it like this. Conflict is like a dance, and just like with any dance, it's all about finding the right rhythm and flow. It's about learning to communicate your needs and feelings in a way that's respectful, productive, and ultimately brings you closer together. Maybe it's setting ground rules for arguments. No name-calling, no bringing up the past. Or maybe it's learning to take breaks when things get heated. It's not about avoiding it altogether. It's about learning to navigate it in a way that strengthens your bond and brings you closer together. Well, there you have it, folks. The 10 conversations that can help you build a stronger, more fulfilling relationship. I know it might seem like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. These conversations are like little investments in your future happiness. Remember, communication is the key to any successful relationship. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more relationship advice. And remember, love is a journey, not a destination. So enjoy the ride.